Yeah, hi all. The Qualcomm interview questions. Recently, I attended a Qualcomm interview. Uh, it's a Qualcomm interview questions. I attended recently. Uh, they took around 3 hours. I think I started with the two, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Around 3 hours they took. The 2 to 3 persons. It's parallelly they joined and it's taken. I think 2 persons they taken. 1 hour one guy and 1.5 hour one guy. After that it's a HR is just talking something. It's like that. It's almost it's around 2.5 hours, 2 hours. I think 2 hours above I interviews happen. They are majorly they concentrating on some questions some questions they related to the mostly they concentrating on these three topics. So first round 3 hours they take. It's the three topics they concentrating. First one is the C and data structures, and then Linux BSP and Linux device driver BSP and Linux internals. They covered these three topics. These three topics is up and down, up and down. It's like way. First they started with Linux internals, then they started with Linux device drivers, then finally it's going to the C questions. Just but I mention it's a 1 2 3 this way I'll mention the questions. That's first they started with Linux OS concepts only, then drivers and C developer. Okay, first round they started with introduction. First self introduction. It's a means to talk, tell me about yourself and what are the projects involving and all those things they are asking, and ask and current which projects you are working, which company you are working, which client, kind of questions they asked, and tell me about yourself. Then it's asking about project. Currently I am doing in camera developer, camera driver project. It's a BSP side I worked in that. It's they are asking to the some related to the that questions, how to integrating camera and how to multiple cameras, how to handle. It's that is the personal. And then it's a current company, what are the roles and responsibilities of current project. Means current company, which company you are working, and as well as what are the roles and responsibility of current project. This is the simple questions they asked about yourself. It's a normal discussion kind of thing. Then they are moving to the just I'll explain one topic wise. They are moving to the these three topics: Linux OS concepts and device driver BSP, and then C and data structures. First, just I'll serial. It's a different way. Lastly, only they asked the C and data structure questions, but just I mentioned serial by manner. Okay, sure. And C and data structure side first. They asked what is volatile keyword and what is use of it and use case. Means what is volatile keyword, what is use case of it, where you use case and what is use of it. Means volatile keyword use and use case, and this type of questions they asked. What is use case of this also means it's like register handling and interrupt handling, and kind of just some small examples you can take and explain it properly. And then it's a next question is asking about C memory layout in depth. It's not scene layout, it's okay. What are the memory layouts sequences are there. It's like uh, text segment, data segment, heap and stack. I mean, is giving some programs, local variables where is stored, and constant local variable where is stored, dynamic memory allocation, malloc, calloc, where it is stored, and given to this some function declarations, stores where you are stored. It's a kind of questions he asked, and printf where you are stored, printf and scanf where you are stored, and some comments you also you can put in right in our code where you are stored. It's a kind of questions they asked. It's in depth. I think it's a same topic. It's around we are discussing 10 to 15 minutes. Means it's that much depth they is going. Uh, how to stack memory allocation, heap memory allocation, how what will what will happen, overflow, stack overflow, if overflow, kind of questions also they concentrate. What is when it's a stack overflow occurs? That is also one question. It means it's a multiple recursion is are coming to the pictures, going to the stack overflow, like kind of questions, and what it's a what is recursion. It's a chain kind of questions he asked in same topic. It's a memory layout topic. And next, what is function pointer and what is the difference normal function and function pointer? With example, means he asking about is a small example program, and what is the difference between normal function and function pointer, what use case where you are using use case of function pointers, that kind of questions he asked. It means it's a function pointer is a dynamic behavior, and normal pointer is a normal behavior. It's like kind difference, and where you are using in function pointers in your projects. That is also it's a question he asked. Means if you are using in your projects, can explain about this is the use case we are using, kind of. Just I'll explain in that way only. Okay. And next, what is the difference between structures and unions? What is the difference between structures and unions, and use case where you are using in structures and pointer, sorry, union? This is the difference he asked, and use case also he asked. And and, and then this syntax is asked. What is the structure syntax? And it's again it's coming to the picture, or it's after writing one syntax, it means it's int, char and float. You're asking to the what is the size of that particular structure, and uh, particular structure, and you're asking about after that what is a structure padding. It's a padding, it's happened, means it's I'm telling int float, and int char and float is a 12-bit. I'll directly told 12 bytes of memory it's allocating. Why is a 12 byte? It's a char is 1 only, it's a 4 1 4, it's a only 9, but why it's just a structure padding, and what how to prevent that structure padding, kind of questions is asked in that particular question. And next, it's a program question. Write a program reverse of any integer number. Just integer, it's not, it's a normal, just I thought that this is the normal integer. Just I'll take an example 1 2 3 4 only. uh, but just writing that program reverse of integer program 1 2 3 4 means it's a 4 3 2 1, but e expecting it's like it's a 4 10 to 15 bit 15 uh, 15 10 numbers also you can reverse the number. But that case I think whatever I'm given logic 1 2 3 4, that way that particular word it's working 4 3 2 1. But after giving to the 4 10 digits of number 4 5 6 7, so it's that 10 digits of number integer number. In that case I think it's not reversing, it's giving to the negative value. So how to overcome that? I think it's one question is asked is how to overcome just that question. It's a I thought it's asking to the first. It's a very simple program. I fastly I'll execution and executing and showing, but after that is given some input value. That case is not working. How to achieve this kind of values also? That is the small change. You can go through and check it and my videos. And next, how to find the current machine size. Means it's a particular machine size. Means you are using your PC, which means size of your machine 32-bit or 64-bit, and how to finding that. Your writing is a small program. You asked one question. And if you are taken, it's a your machine, our machine is 32-bit machine. So if that 32 machine maximum value is it's a 0x f 8 f's 8 4s are 32, that's the maximum value. But here take any other two values, it's a very values f 8 ff something, it's a you take any values, that is your choice. But after adding to these two values, is a both adding to the both value, means it's after adding these two values is a more than this, you need to print it's something unknown memory, printing to the unknown memory kind of things. It's a, if your condition is like giving to the maximum greater than equal to or equal to, you writing to the printing to the something. It's means it's a memory is not allocated like that. But and I think it's a variable 1 and variable 2, these two values after adding I think more than this. But and else case, just you can write, you can take another variable, variable 3, and you can print after adding these two numbers, you can print that value. This is the simple question I thought I thought, but here I think you need to small logic you need to apply. So after maximum value, I think it's a compared to this, it's as a maximum value. It's a condition is true. I think it's a after that. I think it's a condition is true. This is the maximum value. To compare to the maximum value after adding, this is the maximum value. But it's not going to the inside the print. It's not going to the print value. It's going out of a value. Why I'm not sure. I think to achieve that is the difficulty. I think that's a small logic you can apply and you can do. It's a one question. I think I understand, right? This is the one kind of question you can find it out. Uh, uh, you need to this condition is true, but it's not going to the inside the if condition. It's going to the else condition. So how to achieve that? That is the one kind of one question. And next, he asked, write a C program, print the size of structure without using size of operator. Without using size of operator, you can print the structure size. That is the one question. I think we can using to the one pointer and increment that pointer, declare to pointer and increment that pointer to structure. I think you can achieve that size of operation of size of without using size of, we can find it the structure size. And next, bitwise operator related question, he asked one question, just is given to the 0FFF78, means it's a 111, just like kind of input is given, but you want to toggle, means you want to toggle, it's a particular 0 to, it's a 8th bit to 11th bit, and you want to toggle the 8th bit to 11th bit, you want to toggle. That is the question. Just remaining all are same, just except this, just you want to toggle 8th to 11th bit. That is the question he asked. These are the some C related questions he asked mostly. uh, C related questions, it's around 10 to 15 questions are asked. Uh, it's related to that. And next is coming to the OS concepts. He asked some OS concept related questions. What is the thread and what is the process, and how to handle the multi-threading and multi-processing, how to handle that multi-threading and multi-processing. And next, what is deadlock and race condition, how to prevent this. Means if you deadlock and race condition, how to prevent, means we are using to the some synchronization mechanisms, just to prevent like that I told. So then is immediately asked to the what synchronization mechanism, mutex, semaphore and spin lock. So what is the difference between mutex, semaphore and spin lock, and what is the use case of a particular that mutex where you are using and semaphore where you are using spin lock where you are using. And mutex and semaphore, it's a both are locking mechanisms, but what is the difference between mutex and spin lock and mutex is that both are locking mechanisms, what is the use case of it, and this kind of questions and asked. And in semaphore, what is the difference between mutex and binary semaphore? Both are it's acquired only one time, it's only one thread, but what is the difference between semaphore and binary semaphore and mutex? This is the one question he asked. This is the very I think it's going to the very deep way, and how to the if you are where you are using in Linux device drivers, which use case you are using in your project, means if you are working in some kind of project, what is the use case of mutex, what is the use case of semaphore, and what is the use case of spin lock, kind of questions he asked. And next he asked what is the IPC what are the IPC mechanisms, and what is the use case, kind of questions he asked. Just when I asking to the IPC mechanism, I told it's a P4 pipe, and shared memory and message queues. And what is the use case? Means it's a pipe. If you take it's a pipe, it's like as a parent and child communications, internal communication. It's a only one-way communication. Like if it's unrelated unrelated process, also we can communicating. It's like kind of, and it's just I'll explain what are that things. Then immediately he asked, what is the difference between shared memory and message queues? What is the difference between shared memory and where we are using to the use case, and how to handle to two processes, how to handle how to share the same memory kind of questions, and what is the message queue and message queue, what is the use case of message queue. And I think I'll told it's a shared memory. It's a same mission only we can handle a memory, and just unique different site just and then message queue we can communicating to the different machines also we can communicating. It's like message to the one machine to another machine. It's like it's by using networking message queue we are using that kind of, and he asking to the more details about that. And then how to handle ISR, uh, sorry, ISQ, no, interrupt service routine. Interrupt service routine, what is interrupt and how to handle that interrupt. It's when the interrupt is came, how to the handle that in driver, right? Yeah, just I first explain it's a normal way how to handle. Means so it's a whenever it's a interrupt is came, and it's a stop to the current execution process and going to the IRQ, it's interrupt request, and handle to the ISR. It's a interrupt service routine, and something is happen. It's a after that it's a raise kind of thing. But he's asking is a specific to the how to handle in device driver, and when you are facing or not kind of question he asked. And then uh, yes, sir. After that, he asked it's a same. It's a top of what is the top of and what is the bottom of. It has top of. It's how to handle the top of and how to handle that bottom of. It's a top of. It's like it's a normal operations. It's a bit manipulations and small. It's a within. It's it to clear that interrupt. It's a taking to the less time. It's handled to the top of. It's a taking to the more time to handle interrupt. That case we are going to the bottom ups, and in bottom ups is again to the pictures is a soft IRQ, work queue, tasklets. Again it's a what is the difference between tasklets and work queue and soft IRQ. What are the use cases? Means if you take it's a soft IRQ and tasklets, it's a work running in a interrupt context. It's a work queue is running in the uh, process context, why and where you are using, and that kind of questions he asked. What are the priority of, if we take it's a more priority interrupts we are using it to the soft IRQs, not medium interrupt, medium priority it's going to the tasklets. It's a low priority, it's a and complex things we are going to the work. It's a kind of questions he asked. It's an in-depth he asked. And then what are the scheduling algorithms? Means in Linux OS concept, scheduling algorithms like round robin and first in first out, first in first serve, and scheduling algorithm, priority based algorithm, and first come and first serve. It's a like it's a different kind of algorithms is present in OS. It's a just he asking to the what are the algorithms, and just it's a normal introduction kind of things he asked. That's it. So the some OS related concepts he asked, but it's a if you see the questions, it's a easy only, but they concentrating on in depth. In depth means it's a use case. What are the use case of a particular type topic, and in so far your experience where you are using kind of questions he asked. It's normal, not kind of pressure kind of things not asked. My experience, or I mean your experience, based on your experience is going to the that much depth. And next it's a driver, device driver BSP side. He asked mostly uh, SOC booting process, how to the boot process of SOC, means it's a TDA4 EVM, how to the handle that particular that means booting process. It's a means it's when it the power on the board, it's going to the primary bootloader, secondary bootloader, and going to the kernel, and how to initiate root file system and init. After powering up, how what kind of operation process it's happened, and in primary bootloader it's a load the boot ROM code is executed, and next it's some primary peripherals at initializing some primary initializations, and then it's like a serial port, UART port, and initializing some basic hardwares, and then it's a checking to the boot mode, means which boot mode we have to load that particular board. It's like SD card boot mode, or QSFR NAND mode, or eMMC boot mode. It's like we need to figure it out, and then what is a secondary bootloader, and load the secondary bootloader. It's a what is the work of secondary bootloader, load the kernel and a device DTB file, and it's a kind of what is the difference is going to the in-depth, and you take any example of your board. It's not asking to the basic kind of things. You are taking to your board. It's on our case is a TDA4, how to handle that boot modes. If it's whenever it's a boot mode, it's going to SD card mode, or it's going to the normal mode, or it's going to the other mode. It's kind of questions is asked, they asked. And then how to handle interrupts in driver. It's the same questions, it's a repeating same again. It's how to the handle that in the interrupt, and take one GPIO pin. If you take one GPIO pin, how to, it's a means it's a is a particular pin you are connecting to this some sensor as the input you are connecting. If sensor is activating, it's a high to low pins it's happen, how to handle that things, and what are the implementation you are did in user space side and kernel space side, and that is the question. It's a main, I think I have one video in YouTube I already posted, can you check, and that is the depth he asked, means what are the functions you are implemented, means you are to implementing init function, exit function, and then file operation structure, read whenever the something interrupt is came, it's a read, interrupt IRQ, interrupt handler, and IRQ, ISR, it's a interrupt service routine, how to handle all those kind of questions, all kind of stuff is coming to the in user space side. You are reading the data when is the interrupt is came, and waiting for the interrupt once is the interrupt is came, and is reading the sensor data, and allocating to the buffer, and some kind of means in that much of depth he asked how to handle that interrupt in driver is a take any example kind of things, and how to communicating to the user space to kernel space, and particular your driver how to communicating to the, if I take mine is I explain in my camera driver how to communicating to the user space and kernel space, how to your streaming is happen user space to kernel space side. Here we are using to V4L2, I used in V4L2 framework, and how to allocating to the buffer, how to handle the memory management, and all in-depth way he asked. Just it's a normal kind of question. How to communicating user space to kernel space. After that, you can analyze, and you can take your project level. How to whatever you are worked, just you can analyze, and you can how to do the handling. You can go to that way, and how to handle in the DMA. It's the same. It's a dynamic memory allocation we are using in V4L2 buffer management side, and we do so some framework is coming to the pictures, and all those things I'll explain, and how to implement character driver, what are the APIs involved, and how to handle to the user space to kernel space. This is also one question he asked, how to handle and how to do that all those things. Uh, yeah, these are the some interview questions asked in Qualcomm first round. I hope I expect call. I received call second round also. I think next next week maybe he already received. I told her she scheduled, HR called me, and she scheduled interview next round two, maybe next week I hope. Yeah. Uh, Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. And please like, share, and subscribe. Support my channel. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for. Thank you very much. So, yeah, miss. Do, don't go into the normal question and answer way. Just you can involve and you can set up your work, what you are worked so far. Uh, you can convey to the your working experience, means like a use case of your project where you are using your way the particular topic. It's if you take mutex where you are using in particular your project and use case of it. It's a and all are synchronization mechanisms only, but how to handle, how to the differentiations, it's a happen. It's a kind of questions mostly is they concentrating on deadlock and race condition, how to prevent, and here also it's the same. These two topics are main important. Definitely they asked mainly in Linux OS concepts, IPC mechanisms, synchronization mechanisms, and interrupt concepts. So these three are the main important. Scheduling algorithms sometimes maybe asked or not, I am not sure, but uh, this is the main topics. I think you can go through that. And one more thing, these are the, if you see, look like it's a simple questions only, but after writing your code they are it's not only it's a generic way it need to work in that question. It means it's like if you take anything kind of all cases, all kind of cases you need to work out that particular code. It's not only stick to the that particular numbers I taken, this is the input, this is the output, night kind of that. You need to, it's any kind of input you are giving to the in runtime also, that that particular code to handle that type of question, that type of all use cases also need to work out. Okay. Yeah, all the best for interviews. Yeah, thank you for watching.